Jai Shri Ram friends. You are all welcome back to this series where I am discussing the effects of transits for the different ascendants. So far I have discussed till Virgo. Now in this video I am going to cover Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius. So let's discuss with the Libra first. Libra ascendant, the transitory movements for Libra right now is like Saturn is moving from fifth house, Rahu in sixth house, Ketu in 12th, Rahu Ketu in 6-12 axis, beneficial. Jupiter was also moving from a beneficial house from seventh, and Saturn obviously not very much beneficial in the fifth house, but being in Mool Trikon sign and the Yoga Karak planet for Libra ascendant, it has been doing well so far in transit, and it will keep on going in such a way till the next year ahead. So Saturn will somehow support them. Nakshatras will change. It will move from like Jupiter's nakshatra back to Rahu nakshatra, then again Jupiter nakshatra. But whatever it is, Saturn will keep on blessing them. Rahu Ketu will remain same in the same axis, so not much changes about their approach. Only planet which is going to take change, that is Jupiter. So Jupiter's approach will definitely change. And it's a time for those who are going through Jupiter Mahadasha and Jupiter Antardasha as well. Why? Because I have already explained in previous videos also. Transits are the lowest level executive bodies. Their job is to only execute the order which is being passed by Mahadasha Lord, Antardasha Lord, and Pratyantardasha Lord. These are the, you can say, gusted officers, those who take decisions and then executive bodies execute. So the transitory effects are very much under control. The effects of MD, AD, and PD. Here, whoever is going through Jupiter Mahadasha, Jupiter Antardasha, or Jupiter Pratyantardasha at this very moment, for them, it's definitely a matter of precaution. It's a time of precaution. They need to be very precautious because Jupiter is moving from 7th to 8th. 8th is the house where Jupiter is the least comfortable. Why? Because Jupiter is the Karak of 9th house and it is 12th from its Karak house. So somehow Jupiter's tendencies which are very much boosted in 9th house got sink into the 8th house. So Jupiter is not that much comfortable there. Jupiter is pretty unhappy. So matters related to 8th house will definitely be in trouble. Since Jupiter is a negative planet also for the Libra ascendant people, so health issues are the primary concern. You need to have very much precautious about your health. Jupiter will have an aspect on second, so bank balance may also be affected. Your savings may also be affected. Unexpected expenses will be there because Jupiter is going to aspect the 12th house also, house of expenses. Unexpected expenses, unwanted expenses, unwanted luxuries might disturb your budget. So you need to be very much precautious about your budget. You need to be highly precautious about your health, and you need to be highly precautious about the environment at your home because Jupiter is having an aspect on fourth house also. You may find yourself mentally unrest as well. You may find yourself that some of the circumstances or some of the relatives are challenging your mental health. Then you need to be very much precautious in this case also. The best way is to ignore. The best way is to ignore. The best way is to wait for the right time to answer them. Countering them in a very quick manner might be a very much troublesome for you. So first thing is the Libra ascendant people to have precaution, to have patience, especially those who are going through the Jupiter Mahadasha or the Jupiter Antardasha or Jupiter Pratyantardasha. Rest others might not feel that much of negativity because since Saturn and Rahu, two major planets moving in their favor, the rest others might not be very much uncomfortable, but certainly whenever the big planets like Jupiter or the Rahu, Saturn change their sign, something or the other thing is definitely felt. We cannot ignore it. So somehow Libra born people, Libra ascendant people might feel health issues. You might get stuck because of this summer or heat stroke or something. You need to be very much careful about your health. You need to be very much careful about your wealth. and you need to be very much careful about your mental peace also. Try not to lose your mental peace at any cost. This should be your mantra for the next 12 months. If you are not going through Jupiter Mahadasha Antardasha, then probably things might not be that much disturbed. Yes, there could be challenging tasks for them also, those who are going through any other negative Mahadasha Antardasha. Suppose in your horoscope there is another some kind of negative yoga is formed, and you are going through the Mahadasha and Antardasha of that particular negative yoga planets. In that case, this Jupiter's transit is going to definitely unrest you. So for two people, it's highly precaution time. Those who are going through the Jupiter Mahadasha Antardasha, or those who are going through the Mahadasha and Antardasha of planets who are involved in any kind of negative yogas. Rest other will definitely be enjoying the time. Saturn's and Rahu's blessing will make things easier for them. Now moving to Scorpio Ascendant. What Scorpio is going to do? For Scorpio, Jupiter is moving 6th to 7th, Saturn in 4th, and the Rahu in 5th. Saturn in 4th, obviously not a very happy placement, not a very happy placement. Still in Mool Trikon sign, a bit relief, but not a very happy placement. And Rahu in 5th, obviously not at all a very happy placement. Since so far this was a tense time going on for the Scorpio Ascendant people. Saturn is not that much supporting also, Rahu not at a very favorable place. Jupiter was again also in 6th house. So those who were facing negative Mahadasha or Antardasha, they were definitely suffering like anything during this transit. Now Jupiter is going to make them a bit relief. Jupiter is moving to 7th house, and movement of 7th house, Jupiter's movement in 7th house will definitely give a great relief to the Scorpion Ascendant people, especially those who are going through negative Mahadashas or Antardashas, and those who are going through positive dasha or Antardashas. For them it's really a shining time. For them it's really a time to get a great success. It's time for businessmen, brilliant in terms of income, in terms of they wanted to achieve their targets, or they wanted to expand their business. Jupiter's aspect on 11th house will definitely provide them all sorts of help. For the service people also, good time ahead. Definitely good time ahead, because Saturn is aspecting the 6th house and Jupiter is aspecting the 11th house. Perfect combination. 6th is service, 11th is income. Perfect combination. Whatever targets you will be assigned, you will definitely be able to meet it out. And at the same time, those who are looking for new jobs, those who are looking for new opportunities, for them also a favorable time. Those who have been putting their efforts to get a job for a long time, but things were not clicking it up, now time have come. You'll definitely get success in coming months. It's only if your dasha antardashas are positive. And at the same time, those who are looking for to get married also, or to start a new partnership, for them it's again beautiful time. Jupiter in 7th house, especially for female horoscopes, because for females the Jupiter is ultimate karak also for marriage. For them it's not like for male it will not take place. For female it's a bit more advantage than in comparison to male. But for both the genders it's a very fabulous time, very good time to get married, to or those who are looking for some kind of very uh, some kind of proposals, and we're not getting the right proposal, we're not getting the proposal up to their expectations. For them also it's a favorable time where they would get the proposal, the kind of proposal they were looking for in earlier times. Jupiter will bless them in coming months. For overall Scorpion ascendants, it's definitely a favorable time. Overall, it's a favorable time. Only thing is the matter of Rahu and Ketu, which are occupying fifth and 11th axis. Out of that, Ketu will have the blessings of Jupiter throughout year. So, suppose Ketu's negativity in 11th house is highly reduced. Only matter of concern will remain in the fifth house of Rahu. Fifth house is house of children. Fifth house is house of education. Fifth house is house of starting your romances, moving into relationships. So all these aspects will remain challenging. It's really not a favorable time to move into any new relationship. Suppose if you've got breakup, or you are planning to leave the current relationship, you may leave, but it's not really a favorable time to start a new relationship because Rahu is there in fifth house, and Rahu's transit in fifth house might confuse you, might enforce you to make again a wrong decision. So it's not suggested for a new relationship. For the in terms of children or progeny also, time is not highly appreciated. Definitely you need to check with a perfect any astrologer that whether you can go for family planning or not. For those who are preparing for different exams or trying to concentrate on studies, again a tough time. You need to put your uh, lot of extra efforts, lot of precautions. You have to put yourself out of all distractions to concentrate on the studies and to get your desirable results. So for all these matters, for Scorpion ascendant, is definitely a challenging time. Otherwise, it's an enjoying time. Those who are already working either any kind of business or any kind of service, they will enjoy this time coming. But all these things for only those who are having favorable dasha, antardasha, and mahadasha. Now moving to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, um, Saturn third house own sign, nice placement. Rahu Ketu 410 axis, not really favorable. So far Jupiter was moving into favor fifth house, but now moving to sixth house. So, what sort of changes the Sagittarius are going to face? Saturn will keep on helping them in third house. It means you'll have patience, you will have courage, you will have you will have at least the like whatever challenges are coming, you are ready to meet them out. You are ready to put your efforts. The best part is this. Rahu Ketu axis in 410 is always a problematic. Something or other thing either at your home level or at your professional level is always dissatisfactory, and this causes a lot of mental trauma, a lot of frustration, depression, and suppression. So those who are going through the negative mahadasha, negative antardasha, they must have been suffering in the last 12 years because of this. Sorry, last 12 months because of these particular placements. Now they might be relieved a bit because Jupiter is moving into sixth and will have an aspect on Ketu. So in professional terms, where Jupiter's aspect is going to give them a bit of a relief. If your bosses were not supporting you, or you were having some serious disagreements with your bosses, or you were not able to to create a kind of impression over your bosses, or you were searching for a job but not really getting the opportunities that you were looking for, all in these terms and conditions, the Jupiter's aspect on Ketu is going to help you out. Either you will have your bosses will be a bit relaxed towards you, you will be able to find able to achieve your targets also. You might do something which can impress your bosses, and those who are looking for new opportunities, for them also it's a favorable time. So somehow Jupiter's aspect is going to bless them out, but there are two three things that needs to be very much taken care of. First is expenses. Jupiter's aspect on 12th house, unnecessary expenses, unwanted expenses. So you need to control over your expenses. You need to control the something to purchase which is not required. You need to very much cautious about whenever you are spending your money, whether it is required or not. That you need to really check. Ascendant Lord moving into sixth house, hard work. You'll be forced. You'll be almost like have no other choice than to work like anything in coming 12 months. If you wanted to prove yourself, if you wanted to satisfy your bosses, if you wanted to meet out your targets, you have to put a lot of efforts, with lot of physical torture you have to go through, and that could result as what? Bad health issues. You have to face health issues also. You might have some kind of problems with your digestion, or some kind of problems with your liver related issues may be there. So you need to be very much precautious with your diet also, because Jupiter is having aspect on second house also. If you are eating things without any precaution, without any rules and regulations, because see, India is a country where all sorts of weathers are taking place. So according to weather, there are some certain things that you cannot eat in summers. There are certain things that you should not eat in winters. There are certain things that you should not eat in rainy seasons. You need to follow all these routines religiously. Otherwise, you are going to suffer. definitely you are going to suffer. You might have to take leave from your work, and you might have to go under a kind of medication also, a long term medication also, especially if you are going through the negative mahadasha and antardasha as well. So it's a time for Sagittarius ascendant, time for precaution, high level of precaution, especially in case of two things: your finance and your health. This should always be on your priorities. So with this, I would like to conclude this video here only. In next video, I'll cover the rest three ascendants. Thank you very much, and Jai Shri Ram again. राम नवमी की आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई।